Welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is JavaScript top 40 one-liners that every developer must know and should start using in your projects right away. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a one-liner to check if a variable has a value is null or undefined. This is one of the most basic and common use case that we come across on a day-to-day basis. So let's go ahead and write the code and show you the one-liner. While I'm doing it, if you're liking this series, please do hit that like button for me and in order to keep encouraging me. Thank you. Let's get started. Alright, so we are creating a new one. So I'm going to create a new file here and name it js40 part5.html. Quickly throw in the HTML tags. Alright, script, that's an internal script, and just in case this is for the structure. Alright, so we are checking if a variable which has a value is null or undefined. Right? That's one of the most basic checks that we can do. I'm going to show you in different variations. For now, what we'll do, let's say we have a value and let's say result or say my var is equal to say null, right? And then what we'll do a quick check, and we'll say result equal to, and what you will do is you'll write my var is equal to null, or my var is equal to undefined. If it is true, then you will return null value, or else return the actual value. And if you do this console log now, okay, so this I am using conditional statement. This is what I've covered earlier in the series, and in one go you're checking if that is a null or undefined, and you'll return that. Okay, now this is one of the safest checks. You can also add if it's empty, so you can also add, right? So that way this now thing will check if it's empty, it's null or undefined, right? And you can return accordingly if you want. But so let's go ahead and test this. I'm going to show one more way how you to optimize this. All right, so you can see now it is saying it's null because the value we passed is null, right? So I'm going to pass the actual value. So now we can see it's returning the value, and let me pass undefined. So it still says null because we are returning null if it is undefined, right? So let's last check, which is if it's empty. It is still giving null. So it's checking all the three. What we can do is always throw in this into a function which, kind of helps you. This is like a more generic code, right? So what we can do is write a common function, is null or undefined equal to, and we'll pass a value. This also we saw, which is arrow function, and we have a value. And now you can take this as it is and type it here, null or value undefined. So you can return if it's false or if return true. Okay, so that way you can always use this function now. Instead of writing for every variable, you can now use this function directly, because now this function says it will check and return you true or false. Console.log, and now you can pass some value. Say first we are going to pass null value, or say my var. Okay, and we'll pass a value null. Let's run it. So see, it says false. So now this one function, I can use it anytime, anywhere in my function. It will work perfectly well, right? So now that I have not added that condition, which is empty, it's saying it's true. If you want that condition, we can add that also. Okay, so it's true because it is a value, right? So use this function next time in your projects, and that would do all the checks that you require. I hope you're enjoying this series and this one-liners. We'll continue doing that. Please do hit that like button for me to keep encouraging me. Thank you so much for joining in this episode. See you in the next episode.